If I shoot it, there we go.
And the fog is burning off slightly, kind of in and out of banks. It's coming and going, but nowhere as thick as it was this morning. Here's a closer look at the decoy spread today. I'm matching the species of ducks with my decoys. I have gadwall, pintail, mallard, green-winged teal decoys out. And there's also a lot of geese in the area, so I want to be able to include those as well in my spread. And they have attracted both flocks of mallards and Canada geese. What kind of duck is that, Sarah?
It's a goldeneye. It's not something I normally shoot, but it's just a perfect shot coming right at me. Such a pretty duck.
You took it when it was right overhead.
Yep.
I wasn't even expecting that. Rocky Mountain whistling duck.
Right. Call that a good shot.
Mm-hmm. Right in the neck. There's actually been a lot of golden eyes around today.
Ended up being a pretty good day. We didn't get our limits, but we got 4 ducks apiece and a goose hunting out of the fog over here in eastern Washington. I would say the birds definitely worked the best when the fog was surrounding us, and as soon as it lifted and it started to clear, the birds started flying higher and really didn't pay that much attention at all once visibility got better. At times we had flocks of mallards circling us, and we did not capitalize on every chance that we got, and ended up losing 3 in the bushes. We did make a heated effort to try and find them. It just did not work out. They were very much alive and were able to get away. So did have a pair of geese come in when they were returning from the fields. I clucked them right in and they landed right in the pond, and we were able to get one of them. Sarah was on with the divers today. Made some pretty good shots.
Yeah, seemed like all I could make really good shots of were divers today, so.
And you got those 2 mallards.
They weren't clean shots though, so.
There's a lot of birds flying around now. It's about 2 o'clock, and they're leaving to go to their evening feed. They do that a lot here. They feed in the night, at like dead night, full moon. It's getting full right now, and they leave this cattail marsh, feed all night, and then they're coming back in the morning. And that tends to be what it's like here. Most cattail marsh hunting is best mid-morning to mid-afternoon, because it's kind of like a big loafing spot in between their breakfast and their dinner. And they got to get water too, so they come back here to get water.
And here's a close-up of our birds today. It's nothing like blood-stained snow. Hunting in the winter is definitely my favorite. Nice big fat greenheads. They're not freezing instantly like a couple weeks ago. Here's Sarah's birds. She's got a nice drake ringneck duck. First thing in the morning. Pintail is still evading us. This morning, at first light, we did have a drake and a hen land right in front of us, but it was a couple minutes before shooting hours, and we did not get our chance to bag that bird. Hopefully tomorrow. Sarah is starting her morning by brushing a blind. First she's picking what she needs from the cattails and the tules. And she likes this particular type of grass because you can fold the bundles in half. And stand it straight up. Make a dense bundle of the best camouflage you can have, the natural stuff that's on hand at the place you're hunting.
The more tangled you get it, the more upright everything stays. There. Covers up that whole side of the blind. Good to go.
Good morning. It is a very calm and quiet second day. The mixed conditions continue. It's supposed to be foggy again today till about noon, even though yesterday already was foggier, and the snow is still lingering around, and the ice is still thick, enough to walk on. The toes are definitely starting to get a little numb, sitting here in the morning chill. The blinds are all brushed, the decoys are set, and we're sitting in a new location. Not really new, it's actually an old location, but we haven't hunted this spot in a while, so we'll see how it goes.
So here's how I kind of got my hide situated today. I just made a little nest out of the cattails, and there are these bundles already zip tied in piles here. So thank you to whoever did that. I just took them and sculpted them to a way. You just crawl inside there. There's my gun. And you got a view of the decoys. So it's been a pretty action-packed morning. Just then, I had a fairly large group of mallards circle. A pair of them landed. The group of them Shoot him again, Sarah. That was cool.
That was awesome.
As I was shooting, just got another Drake mallard to add to this one right here. He's a dandy. He landed with his hen over there. I let the bigger flock fly away, and I peeked up, and he was over there trying to woo her, putting his head out, doing this dance on the water, because they're paired up at this time. And then I just tucked back into the blind, and they swam over in front of the goose decoys. Shouldn't have shot them on the water, but I did. Kind of late season, you have to gotta take what you can get. Missed the hen. I've missed a lot today, actually. I'm shooting pretty poorly. Down to about 10 shots. Probably 8 now. I think Sarah got that duck, though. He did the neck kink. This one's, they're just huge. I'm gonna pick this one. I'm gonna pick this duck for sure. He's fat. Look at that head. Look at that head. So green. They look the best in January for sure. They're at their best plumage right now. Getting ready to breed, make next year's ducklings. But only the strongest survive to do that. I gotta make it back to Canada first.
So, Aaron's on video. I'm trying to pee. And this guy comes flying right in, right up to me. Shot at him 3 times, finally hit him on the last one, and his head's pretty torn up. But that's pretty cool.
Let's see his feet.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nice orange feet.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They're big drakes. Look at that head on that one. He's huge.
Very big.
He came from behind, really low.
Yeah, he wanted in. That's for sure.
It's definitely picked up in the last hour for sure.
Yeah.
The midday.
Crazy.
Look how dark his breast is.
He's very dark.
To contrast with his very, very orange feet.
He's got full plumage on the head. Look at that iridescence.
Turn it the other way.
That way?
There you go.
Yeah. Beautiful iridescence. It's the better side of him.
Yeah.
Beautiful duck. There. Nice.
Shoot him again.
Ice right there.
Let's see that duck. Wow. Definitely your best shot of the day. He went head over heels. Let's see his feet. I gotta check out the orange feet. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to go very far for that one.
Good shot, Sarah. Single drake mallard came in and Sarah brought him down. Just about to go retrieve it right now. Fell right there. She killed it. Graveyard dead. One shot. Tell us the story of that duck, Sarah.
Look at that shot. Alright, hang on.
Sarah's brutal. She likes to slit their throats.
It's quick, and you don't have to clean the blood out of the meat.
What do you plan on doing with that duck?
Oh, he's a plucker. He's getting roasted, for sure. maybe slow cooked. He's got a couple pellets in the head and a slit throat, nothing else. He's perfect.
That is a fat duck. How did you get him?
Came in with his hen, almost doubled. Took me a little longer to bead down than it should have, but single shot, right in the water.
You didn't shoot it on the water.
I said right in the water. Fell in the water.
Yep.
Thanks, Dad, for the nice knife.
Compliments of Eric Hall from South Dakota. He likes to send us knives.
Very sharp ones.
Well, they're being good, put to good use.
Absolutely.
Nice!
Finally!
The last time we hunted at this bench was probably, I don't know, 11 or 12 years ago. It's changed since. It's different from our memory, you know. I've been hunting this location for probably 26 years, and this is definitely the best I've ever done at the bench, for sure. It was a steady day. It wasn't like super action-packed, but every few minutes we had flocks of birds working us. Very receptive to the call. I mean, that's half the fun for me right there, is turning them with the call and watching them react to the sounds. And then lots of decoying birds, a lot of birds that we missed that we should have hit, and then a lot of birds that we connected with. We each came out with a box of shells apiece to kind of train ourselves to be conservative with our shooting. And I burned through quite a bit shooting at bluebills this morning. Not bluebills, excuse me, ringneck ducks. I got 3 really nice ringneck ducks, and missing the gadwalls, missing the mallards, and then I was down to like 4 shells left, and I was like, all right. I started putting only 2 in my gun at a time, and then just waiting for that perfect time to shoot, and I connected perfectly at the end of my shooting. And Sarah shot really good today too.
Towards the end of the day.
I think one of the best hunts I've ever had with her, for sure. I think we had a lot of fun today.
It was a lot of fun. It was nice and steady, like you said. And obviously a lot of really big, fat greenheads. That's always fun to come away with.
Yeah, they were packed with corn. We got all boys today. Drake gadwall, 3 Drake ringneck ducks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 greenheads. I didn't shoot any girls. It was awesome. They kept coming from behind, and they were going that way, and I'd just get on the call, and the way they lock and they turn instantly in midair, like that is just, it's amazing. Like, I love calling the ducks and talking to them and commanding them. It's just, can't get enough of it. I'm so addicted to duck hunting. It's unreal. Thank you,
Yes, you
Sarah,
are.
for putting up with years of it.
Only 40 left. It's fine.
It was actually kind of cold today still as well. My feet were pretty frigid. You know, it didn't, I'd say it hovered right around 32, 31 degrees. It never really got foggy. I'd say on the other side of the hills, it was foggy. The wind is picking up now out of the south, and just capitalizing on these continued winter conditions here. It's not as cold as it was, but the ice is persisting, and ice always makes it easier to hunt, I think, in conditions like this, because you can just get closer to the water, and it's easier to find the birds.
Less muck.
And less muck to trudge through.
And here's a closer look at nothing but green. Very good at picking out nice big drakes today. That gadwall came in with a bunch of coots. Yeah, he felt safe hanging out with the coots. One of these mallards landed with the coots and then checked us out, and when he figured it was safe to fly over, came right over. And he didn't make it back to Canada. It was a really good day. This one will be memorable for a lot of years. Good morning. It is a very quiet, calm, and foggy Martin Luther King Day. It's funny, yesterday had the fog advisory, and it really wasn't that foggy, and there was no fog advisory for today, and it's already starting out much foggier than yesterday. Very peaceful out, but not a lot of ducks flying at the moment. But we'll see what happens by late morning.
We were debating on whether to bring goose decoys out today. They're a lot of weight and a lot of work on the aquapods, and really didn't want to mess with them. So we came to a spot I didn't think there would be any geese, but with the fog happening, the birds are flying really low. It's been a really quiet morning, but they're starting to fly now really good. A pair of geese came through the fog, and I clucked them right down. They circled. His neck was straight out, and they came right over us. The battery was dead, so unfortunately, I didn't get all that action. Broke his wing good, and then he went down on the waterway. I went out and finished him off. Got the other one too. The other one fell, or it just landed, because that's the way geese are when they're paired up. The other one usually doesn't leave. I thought we'd go out and get the other one, but it took off and flew away. Then another flock of about 20 came from behind. I did the same thing. I was clucking them, and they circled twice, and when they came around this way, we shot, but didn't have such good luck. But man, I'm killing a lot of geese in eastern Washington this year. It's been my best year for sure for Canada geese east of the Cascades. Can't complain. Nice! Sarah just got a goose out of that flock. So Sarah just dumped this goose out of that flock. They've been working so good today without any decoys. She got the last one.
Okay.
Here comes the bloodletting. There's not much flying around today, and I went for a short walk up the water, and I found this full plumage Drake canvasback dead. We didn't shoot it. I don't know who did. All it had that we can see is just a broken leg. And I've heard legends that canvasbacks used to be here, but mostly they're like a Columbia River thing. But everything must be so frozen up still. I mean, there's a lot of divers here, but this is the first canvasback I've ever even touched at this location. I mean, it's a lucky find. I'm gonna count them towards my limit. These things are really good eating. Commercial hunters way back in the day prized canvasbacks for their taste because of the wild celery that they enjoy to eat. It makes their flesh really tender and really tasty. So it's just, what a lucky weekend. A lot of unexpected things today, for sure. His eyes aren't even shriveled. They still have their color. So I don't know. He must have just freshly died. It's really cool. I will. I'll go get him.
Okay.
I have competed in 2 separate calling contests for Canada geese, and both times I failed miserably. I was not able to impress the human judges. But we have to remember that our real judges have wings. And definitely called my heart out today. No goose decoys whatsoever. We left them at the truck. We were just gonna hunt ducks today, and ended up pulling all these geese to the call. Just aggressive clucking, aggressive honks. I called so hard, I broke the reed in this goose call. It's a $40 field Hudnall. Field proven. It's all worn off. I got to get a new reed for it. But it just goes to show that you know, good calling is all you need half the time. I turned a lot of flocks today, for sure. We were not expecting this at all. It just goes to show you that waterfowling is full of surprises. And the canvasback. Just strange, strange day, for sure. Even Sarah got a goose. No, she made a good shot on that lesser.
Well, I wasn't shooting 3.5-inch shells like you either, or a full choke.
You still did pretty good with a modified.
Yeah.
3-inch threes.
Yeah. You got this nice double. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, this double here, they came in with a group, you know, and I can't really replay it in my mind, but, you know, they went out that way behind us, and then this pair broke off and really wanted to be with us, brought the flock with them. They went way out over there, and I just kept on them with the clucks, really, really aggressive, emotional calling. And they turned around and left their buddies. The rest of them went off to some cornfield, and these two came right in, bowed up, and killed them both. We missed on a couple flocks too, for sure. You know, like I said, just a day of unexpected surprises.
Yeah, we were expecting a ton of ducks, and I don't think we took a shot at a duck all day.
Yeah, I don't think we shot at a duck at all. There were really no ducks around. There were a lot of pintails flying around. A lot of buffleheads. You know, the divers are really concentrated here because all the big water is frozen. So, yeah, it was a really good day.
And here's one final look at the geese obtained today. Definitely think the two outer ones are more lesser-like, and the two in the middle might be graders. Regardless, they look really big coming in for sure. Definitely think the fog helped us today again. Confused them as to where the calling was coming from without any decoys. But the true prize today is that right there, that Drake canvasback that I found. I think the hunters down the way maybe shot him, and he flew away wounded and then died, and they didn't know about it, and I found him.